Guys doing tonight? We got me, Mike Mick, we got Chadwick. We're going to be talking about drawing today and our new sites that we got coming up. So Chad, what do you guys think of everything right now?
Thinking that we got a lot going on with this podcast. Enjoying every single one we've been doing so far, man. It's been great to talk to you about all these different topics, from the food truck idea, the muck truck from podcast number 1. That was what we first talked about, is the muck truck, all the way up to where we've been kind of currently at, which is talking about aliens drawing USA battleships. And your brother was on the oldest ship in the U.S. Navy. What was the name of that ship again?
It's the Ike, but it's originally called the USA Dwight Howard, or yeah, I think that's what it's called. But look it up on the Ike, and you'll easily find the US Dwight.
Okay. Yeah, so what do you want to talk about today here?
Well, when it comes to our website, I'm going to be starting to. I think you're right, probably, because I think I'm probably going to start doing like 5 or 10 drawings and like see which one's my best one, and then send it off to you, let you do a little bit of editing for it. As you don't change the way I drew it, you just like add a bit more color into them, and then you post them on our website. So I kind of like that.
Yeah,
You did that with the dragon that I drew. And I'm going to be drawing a lot more different, like, mystical creatures. Honestly, I might even draw up my own mystical creature that doesn't exist and see what people think.
All right. I'll do a sum up of kind of what you're saying here, Mech, for everybody listening, and myself as well, just to copy back to you kind of what you're talking about. You jumped into our website. We just purchased pedaltothemetal.io, and we're going to be putting up a shop on there soon, and it's going to have some of the artwork that Mech's done, which he's kind of talking about here. Again, some of his art up on that site, and he's also talking about how he drew our dragon, which is going to be our main logo for pedaltothemetal.io, and for our whole brand as a podcast, is going to be this dragon that he drew. And we're also going to be making some business cards soon as well with the dragon on it, and that's going to be exciting. I'm going to be doing that in Photoshop myself. I'm going to take his dragon, and so I've already taken his dragon and kind of edited it where there's a black outline around the dragon, and Mech is saying that he appreciates that I didn't mess with his artwork, and that it's just made the artwork more clear in a way. And also, so Mech, I wanted to add that the dragon itself is a little bit faded in color. It's not like a strong color, so I was thinking about darkening the color in a way that would keep your artwork, but also I don't know. I might send you some different shots of what I'm thinking with this business card and everything, with the logo and everything. I'm excited to do this in Photoshop. Make all these different things with the artwork that Mech's doing, and putting them in our merch shop, and putting them all these different places, because when we have an artist that's as good as Mech, and he's doing comics and he's doing all this art, we have to use that talent and put it into our podcast here, and build with it on pedaltothemetal.io.
Yep, I agree with you there. And let me tell you a little bit something about that dragon I drew. So I was looking at like a bunch of different like types of different dragons and everything, and there was one that kind of filled out with me that kind of had like the angles and everything. I was like, I kind of like that, but I think I could change it up a bit and like kind of make not the same face, but like make the teeth different and everything like that. And I noticed on all the dragons in the pictures, they all have one eye, which in my opinion I think is stupid, because they all should have 2 eyes to make yourself see better.
Okay.
So really, yeah. I customized that dragon to be my own.
So 2 eyes.
Nobody can take credit for.
We have 2 eyes on our dragon. It's our dragon that you drew, and it's gonna be our main logo. We're different because we have two eyes on our dragon, and most of the other dragons are stupid because they only have one eye. We can actually,
Yes, sir.
because we can actually see things. We actually we can see things that other dragons can't see because we have two eyes on our dragon, and that's what our logo is all about. The fact that we can see things that other dragons can't see. Does that make sense? I think that's pretty good.
That's you kind of have my whole
Yeah.
entire description right
All
there.
right, man. So yeah, we have the where can people see our dragon right now at the very moment if they're looking someplace to see it?
I don't know what you mean by that.
If people who are listening to this podcast would like to see the image that we're going to use as our logo and as our dragon, where is there a place that they can go to see the dragon at the moment online?
I think that you should post that image that you have and just post it like on the comments below. That way, when they scroll down, they can see it like in the comments. Either that or put it on our website. So they can
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
So we're just gonna put that on our website. Our website's gonna be out soon, and we're gonna have it up on our website. You're all gonna be able to see it soon on our website, pedaltothemetal.io. Super excited about it, and Mech is excited about it too, and getting our business cards with his images on them, his designs on them, his beauty on them.
Yes, sir. And basically, with our company, it kind of says I'm the designer and Chadwick is a developer. But he's also going to be doing his own drawing to make sure that he has his like own art up there, and he's gonna like try to get some of his own on there. But if it's all right with you, Chad, something I wanted to discuss with you, because I remember you saying you're not the great with like details and everything. What if you were like sending it over to me and I would copy the same thing, but like add a couple of cooler details for it?
Yeah, that's what's up. That's a great idea. We could actually make that like what we do with our with most of our with like most of the products that we're going to be putting up for sale on our website. We could actually well, there's so many different things we could do, but that sounds great because then we would both be putting 50% of effort into the actual design. So that way, when we sold it, we could sell it. We could split it 50-50, which would just make things easier in terms of math, you know.
And I agree with you there.
Yeah. So that's a great. I think that's a great idea. And we also want to have your stuff up as well, just without being a part of me being a part of it, because you have such great stuff that people want to purchase. We were talking about getting you a website up eventually, but there's a lot like yeah. I mean,
I still not how to do all that yet, but I'm still thinking about this thing with our part-time business ownership that we got going on.
Yeah, we got this ton going on. So, talk more on drawing the dragon. The dragon. What inspired you to draw that dragon?
It was kind of like mainly, how I would talk to you about my food truck.
Yeah.
Mainly it was because of that. Like, I started thinking about food truck design, and I started to mess around with dragons. And I was like, alright, that's a cool one, that's a cool one, that's a cool one. But then, when I told you about the two eyes, like, I was like, alright, I see none of this, none of that, and I was like, I should just make my own. And then, honestly, I'm gonna work on the drawing before I make the food truck, but I'm gonna make like a logo and everything. I saw like the idea with like the U.S. flag wrapped around it. What's the food truck?
Are you so for your food truck? Do you want to use the dragon that we're using for our whole thing right now? Do you want to use that dragon on your food truck, or do you want to draw something different for your food truck?
Well, I want to see if I can't come up with anything better, and if I don't, and if I like my original better than all the ones I draw, then we'll see. But it's probably going to be the one I originally drew.
All right. Well, that's cool. I could see an American flag like wrapped around it somehow. I don't know how. I think you should figure that out if you want to. I don't know, how would you wrap an American flag around that thing? Let's not talk. Let's forward the conversation here to something else though about that, because it's kind of confusing since people can only hear this through audio and they're not seeing what we're talking about. just for the fact that the audience is listening, I want to make this beneficial to them. So you drew a dragon, and he's got this cool flame coming out of its mouth. It has two eyes, and was it green? What was the coloring that you used for the dragon?
I use blue for the color.
So it's a blue dragon.
And then I use a red color for the eyes.
Yeah, red eyes.
It look kind of like evil.
So it had two red eyes. It had a blue body. And was there anything else that I'm missing?
Nope. I drew everything out with pencil, and then I kind of like colored and everything the way I wanted to look at to make it look cool.
And the flame was that just the red color, or was there like a yellow in there, or orange, or what was that? What was up that flame?
No, it's just red.
Okay, cool. So you used how many colors? 3 colors and the pencil and the basic gray outlining of your pencil?
Yep.
So that's four colors, including the gray color. Or did you erase the pencil before? Is the pencil color?
No, I didn't erase
Yeah,
any
that's
pencils.
Right. That's correct. I remember. Yes, seeing that pencil color. So yeah, so there's 4 colors on there, and did you leave kind of like some of the dragon like white, where you kind of you drew it in, but like was there any spots that had like you purposely like around the eyes? Was there any like spots that you purposely left a white in, or was it just all colored in basically?
It was all colored in. I liked the way that it looked, and so I just like colored everything in the way that it should be.
And what is this? What about the teeth? I like the teeth. I remember the teeth specifically looked very sharp. What about those teeth?
Yes.
Can you talk about the teeth for a moment in the mouth and how you did that?
So the teeth, I kind of make them look like regular teeth until like the very end of it, where I kind of like draw like one of the giant teeth, where the come in is for like the real bite, like. And I kind of wanted like a really big tooth where he'll be like injected into his gums, but like the thing like opens for him so he's not hurting himself. So basically, his jaw is like perfectly designed, perfect.
All right.
And that way, it's a super sharp bite.
Can our dragon fly?
I can make him fly.
Well, I mean, the current how the dragon is? Can it fly at the moment?
No.
But can it fly in general? Can it fly like in the cartoons? Say you made some cartoons with the dragon, would it be able to fly in those? Or I'm talking about comics. My fault. Say you make some comics with the dragon.
I don't think so. And I had to add wings.
Would you?
For him.
I mean, are you gonna add wings for him, or you're not sure, or what?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna add wings.
Okay. Cool. Our dragon can fly. Then maybe its wings are just tucked in our current logo. Then, and we can't see them.
I like that.
So we can keep the logo how it is. We don't need to change that because I really like the original drawing how it was. Without at this point, if you add something on, it's like it's not the very original piece anymore. So I could see you adding more on and doing something with the dragon, but it'd be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So. What are you doing? What are you doing with comics? You thinking about getting into mythical creatures with the superhero stuff you were talking about in our last podcast?
That's what I want to do. Like after like talking to all my friends, trying to get a couple girls to be in there to be superheroes, but then I was thinking like making like mythical creatures to be the villains and like making it so like they have like triple the health. Get them to go down and die, or we all just go up against them. I'm gonna make so they look cool, and then like we all have comics basically.
All right. Anything else?
And I'm thinking for the name of the book is Micus. Oh no, I like what my old friend used to call me, which is Mike. Is thinking about like making like it's comic book, or I gotta come up with some other cool name for it, like Mike is something.
Micus. Is
Mike
that
is Hero Friends PA, or Mike is Friends comic book, or I don't know. I gotta come up with something cool for it.
is Micus spelled Micus? No, that's mucus.
I honestly don't know. I would have to ask my buddy Dean.
I think that
Because he has always called me that.
Or is it Michas? Or is it okay? Yeah, there's so many US, AS. Yeah. All right. Well, let's end this podcast because we're at our 15 minutes, man. You brought us in. You want to close us out too, then?
I'm closing right now.
Yeah, let's close this one out.
All right. All right, ladies, gentlemen, and germs. We always got me and Chad up in here with our new website. We love you both. We're going to be talking also about a bunch of like random stuff. Our next podcast, we have no clue what we're going to do yet, but we'll figure that out. And we all love you guys. Please leave comments in below, like even a mythical creature that you want me to draw for a comic book, or just draw in general for like t-shirts, or whatever you want us to draw. Ladies and gents, have a wonderful night, and me and Chad will be pedaling to the metal like we always do, and have a great night.